Hi everyone, good evening. We'll wait for 1 more minute and then we can start.
Hello, Jyoti.
Yes, Srinivas.
Yeah, Jyoti, as I new joinee, can you please try to add my account to the portals?
Yeah, sure, we'll do that.
Yeah, thank you. And please share the link also.
Yep.
Yeah, thank
Okay, we can get started. So can anybody tell like what we have discussed yesterday? What topics?
you. Business rules and JavaScript regarding last 2 days we are discussing, Jyoti.
Okay, yeah. So yesterday we have mostly talked about the on-save event handler. So what type of save events will occur on a form level, and based on that we have seen what is attribute and control also we have checked yesterday, and then the functionality with the attribute and control. For example, to set the value, we have used the get attribute. So the syntax is form context dot get attribute dot set value. But when I want to make the change the appearance or something for the control level, then I'll be using the control. For example, form context dot get control of that logical name dot set visible or set disable. So such type of things I'll be doing with the control. So this we have discussed, and also on save, I told you that we have different save operation, that is save and close, save and new, and also auto save when we navigate to the different form or something like that. So in all the scenarios, we have a save mode option. So for save mode value is 1. For save and close, it is 2. So that way, different or save operations have a different save mode values. I forgot to share you the Microsoft documentation, but today with the next topic also, I'll be providing that learning document, which will be very useful. Okay, so today we will be checking the on-change event on the form, and then we will be checking the CRUD operations with the xrm.web API. With API, how we will be retrieving the related records. So before even going to the how to fetch the related records, we will be seeing how to debug the code. For example, yesterday we have spent lots of time trying to see what went wrong, right? Instead of just checking the mistakes from the code itself, because yesterday, as I mentioned, I was not using any code editor. So it took a while for me to just identify what was the issue, right? So if I was using the code editor also, sometimes there might be some issue. For example, it might not be the syntax error, but maybe while running, maybe that my value might not have value, sorry, the field might not have value, and I didn't add null check. So it may be failing there. So how to know that? Because on the UI level we will not get any error messages. So how to get that, how to see what is happening? So for that one only we will be using debugging. So how we will be using the debugging? First, I'll explain that because it will be helpful to when we work on the xrm.web API CRUD operations. Because uh, even though I told you like this is how we'll get the result from this API call and this and that, you'll not get it until you saw the result of that web API operation. Because that's how I learned by debugging it only. I learned like how to fetch the result. Like once we got the result, how to fetch the value in it. So that I learned through debugging only. So for that reason only, after the on change event handler discussion, I want to first go with the debugging and then XRM Web API CRUD operations. Okay, today I'm going to just take extra maybe half an hour because tomorrow I'll not be available. So today only I will be trying to complete these three topics so that there is no dependency with me tomorrow. Okay. Uh yeah. So let's start with the on change event handlers. Let me share my screen. So today I'll not be creating a new entity because that's like it will take time, so I don't want to waste time today. And so why I'm creating entities daily means it will be helpful for you to remember, though you won't I mean if you are not getting time to just practice yourself, maybe in the class, if you just go through that process again, you'll I mean the process will be just printed on your mind. So that was the reason I was trying yesterday. So today what happened, before the class I have created so yesterday only I have created this event bookings entity, right? So today what I did, I have created one tab in it. You know, right, what is tab and section inside the form? If no, then let me know, so I'll explain, otherwise I'll continue. Okay, I'll take that as no, everybody know about the tabs and sections, right? So yesterday while creating the entity, I only got one tab, that is general. And today before coming to the class, I just created one tab because I want to show you the tab state change event handler as well. So on change, we have two types of event handlers, that is field on change and tab state on change. Okay, I'll show you how we will be doing that one. So for that only, I just created this one, and sections also, how we will retrieve the section wise. Like for example, I want to maybe based on some requirement, I want to just hide this entire section instead of single individual field. So that also I'll show you how we will be doing that one. Okay, so first, I think I have already. No, on event, so first what we have to do, on event booking entity, I have to add the web resource library, and then I should add the event handlers. So first, whatever the yesterday's library that we have, that only I'll use. Just the functions I'll change, but the library I'll use the same one only. Okay, this is the one that we have created day one, right? And then I'll just click OK. Right now, I have not added the code yet, so that is the reason. Okay, this is the validity customer registration events. Let me just copy this one. So I just installed this one, so it will be easy for me. New file, which is edit concept, sorry. Okay, I'll show you. So right now what we are doing, just writing our code somewhere. Maybe yesterday I have written in the notepad. I'm just copying it here, right? I have not shown you like how to upload a file. So today I'll be just using that JS file to upload here. Okay, I'll just write my code here. This is the yesterday's one, so I don't have anything to do with this one. So today's one on field change. On field change event. Okay. Okay. Now this is common. I'm just taking this part. And then this. Okay. And then what is my logic? What will be my logic? I'm saying on change of any field. For example, here right now I'm working on an event booking entity and these are my fields. So I just created one option field here, choice field here, that is event type. And yeah, these all are like owner lookup field and text field, date field and lookup field. And status is also a choice field. So right now what I'm going to do, on change of any field I can pick here. On change of some field, what should happen? Okay, I'm not saying anything relevant, so I have just created one event type. So that is educational. I didn't get time to just give a proper options or the proper field. I just use this one event type. For now, I just added these ones. And my condition is whenever I'm changing the event type, then set the event name value as null. Okay, is that possible? By seeing the form, you can tell. I'm saying my logic will be on changing of the event type. For example, right now it is educational, and later I want to change it to corporate. After some time, I just want to I made my mind. I just want to change this to corporate. So I just selected corporate. So at that time, what I'm saying, if the customers are changing the event type, then event name should get removed because it should be aligned with the event type. If it is educational, educational related event name should be there. Corporate, corporate event name should be here. So I'm saying I will be removing the event name whenever this is getting changed. Is that possible?
Out of the box is not possible.
Huh?
Right?
What was that?
Out of the box is not possible. I think.
No, using the JavaScript only I'm asking.
We can able to change it.
But here my field is required field. So will I be able to set the values null for a required field?
Null, it is not possible, but relevant we can able to update it.
Yes, that's correct. So here what is happening, whatever the field I want to change it, this is a required field. So if I'm trying to set the value of this as null, and once our JavaScript is done, the logic is done, it will try to save the record. At that time it throws an error because this is a required field and it doesn't have any value. So instead of setting this as a null, I can just update the maybe the relevant. For example, if I'm saying the corporate, I'm saying prefix should be corporate, and whatever the event name that should come later, that user can change, customer can change later. Okay, as I mentioned, I didn't get time, so I was not able to just create more fields. Otherwise, I shouldn't be showing on a primary field like this. Okay, so what I'm saying, on change of the event type, I'm going to change the event name as this. Whatever the value we are having here, that I'm going to update here. Okay, and the later part, whatever the event name that they are trying to add, that they can add later. Okay, these two should be same. Later, customer can change it. Okay, this is my on change functionality. And as I was mentioned before, so this is the add-on that we have, Level Up for Dynamics 365. It's like we have plenty of options to use it. So for example, if I want to see logical names, instead of just going to the make.powerups.com to check the logical name of any field, I can just use this add-on and check the logical names from here itself. So here you can see. Okay, if you just don't want, you can just clear logical names. Okay, this way you can use like so many options we have, just go through all of them, explore all of them. You'll get to know for which option we are using. Okay, so for now, I'm just using this one. Okay, event type equals to. See here, even I'm getting suggestions as well, which I don't have to just write. Okay, form context dot get attribute of the logical name dot get value. Okay, so what it will return? Anybody? So here I wrote form context dot get attribute dot luit event type dot get value. So my event type is a choice field. So if my field is a choice field, then I'm using this dot get value. So what value I'll get? So this is the value that I have in my corporate. So which value I'll get? Okay, so as I mentioned yesterday, so for the option set fields, whenever we say get value, it will return the option set value, not the label of that option, but the value of that label. Okay, so to get the exact, for example, label, then we were using other option, right? Get selected option. And from there, from that get selected option, we are getting text and value fields, values. Okay, so right now I can get that, or I can just use the event type option set values as well directly 1 2 3 or something like that. So while creating this event type, I have used values as 1 2 3 4 only instead of just lengthy numbers. Let me open my option set values. Here the event type educational 1, corporate 2, arts 3, cultural 4. So directly I'm using these values, or I can use the text as well. Okay, let me get that one as well. Even selected event type values. Selected event type goes to form context dot get attribute of selected option. Okay, now text, where event text equals to selected event type dot text. Okay, I hope this is how we have used yesterday. Dot get value and dot get text, I guess it is. Just a second, let me just cross verify it. Okay, let me just use this way. Just a second. Not text only. Doesn't have, it's not a function. Okay, let me go this way only. Let's see what it will do. Okay, I'm just getting the text. And now my if condition is if event type not just add any if condition. Directly I'll be setting the text value. Add even him, because no condition is required right now. So I'm just not adding any condition. Form context dot get attribute of not set value of event text. Okay, so I'm done with my logic and I have saved it. Now I will be uploading this here. Okay, here I should upload so that my web resource is up to date with the two functions. You can see, right? The two functions came. And now I'm saving it. And once we are done with updating the web resource, the next task is to update the event handler at the form level. Then only, though you have added your function in the library, it will not trigger until you mention specifically for which event handler the function should get triggered. Okay, so today what we are going to see on change of field event type on change, and I'm going to add my library customer registration events, and my function is on field change event booking. Okay, pass execution context and click OK. Save, and before that, let me publish this one. Okay, publish it. Okay, this is also published. So you should observe, we have two functions in the web resource, that is library. But whatever the function we are doing, event we are doing, based on that only function should get triggered. So I'm on right now on event booking entity. I have added my function on change of a event type only. On load, I have not written any code for event booking. So we should not get any alert for this one. Only this should get triggered on change of type. Okay, yeah. Okay, nothing happened until now, and I'm just trying to change it and save it, so that I'm just trying to see whether my function is getting triggered on load or on save. It should not, right? Nothing happened. Now I'm changing it to educational. Oh, scripter expected is not a function. Yes, my bad. I'm just saving it again. It looked so nice, so I thought to just try once whether it will work or not, but it didn't. It's fine. Okay. Now let me publish it again. Done. So again, go back and check. Okay, now I'm going to change it. So you can see I have changed the event type and event name got updated. And here after that, it's still in unsaved mode. I can go ahead and update anything. Corporate event. Okay. So this is for just an example only, how it will get triggered. So directly, like I don't have to refresh the form or save the form, but directly when I'm just changing the field here, the other field is getting changed because that is what I have written in the logic. Okay, that's how you can add on any field change. Okay, all you have to do is come here and check for that field and add your function on that field only. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm in customer registration. Okay, so here all the fields that are present on the form will come here. You just have to choose your field and add your library and the function here. That's all. Okay, now let's move to the other one, that is tab state change. Instead of the field, I'll select the tabs. For example, here we have two tabs, general and event details. So whenever I move away from that tab, what should happen? Okay, for now, I'll just use the general tab only. And let me first create one simple function so that I'll first show you the alert so that we will know what is happening on tab state change. Execution context. And then simple alert I'm adding for now. We can add some logic afterwards. Okay, this is my function. I'm just saving it on tab state change. Adding the library and this as execution context. Like, okay. Before publishing it, come here and update your web resource with the latest file. Okay, my function is here. Save it. Now publish. Now come here and just refresh it. Okay, now I'm moving away from the general tab. You can see when I was trying to, excuse me. So I'm trying to just move away from the general tab, this alert came, which means I'm moving away from one tab to another tab. Then my logic is there because on tab state change, on general tab state change, I have added my alert, meaning this function. Okay, I click OK, then only it will move to the next step. Okay, if you want to just add any other logic also, we can do that as well. And before that, okay, I'll go back. So here, based on my some condition here, I just want to hide the tab also. Maybe this event details, it should not be visible for all the people because it is having more of like all the options that are available here only, but extra fields also there. So I don't want everybody to see this tab. Okay. So some conditions are used. So based on that only, this tab should be visible. Okay, for that one, I have to first fetch the tab. Okay, until now we have seen how to fetch the attribute using form context.get attribute and the control form context.get control. So how to get this tab? Okay, let's go here. I'll not use on tab state change, rather I'll use another function. Function on save event book. I didn't add on change because we are on general tab. So if you are moving to the different tab, we will not be able to see the changes. So that is the reason. And here execution context. This I'll just take from here. And then using maybe based on some field value, we can say, for example, if event type is educational or arts, then event details should not be visible. Okay, we already have this. Okay, and I'm saying if event type equals to I already know the values. I'm just directly taking it for now. Arts is 3. So I'm just taking 3. Then what I'm saying, first I'll let you know how to get the tab. Where tab, general tab, right? Event details tab. Event details tab equals to form context dot UI dot tabs dot get. So this is the syntax to get the tabs at the form level. Form context dot UI dot tabs dot get, and the schema name of that tab. That's okay. Let me get the schema name of that one. And here logical names tab 2. Okay. And now what I'm saying, if event type equals to 3, which is arts, then I'm saying just hide this tab. Okay. Then details tab dot set visible. Okay, just saving it. First, I'm uploading the web resource file. Then I'm adding my logic on save of the form. Okay. Okay, now what was my condition? If it is event type is art, then I'm saying event details tab should get hide. You can see, right? this got hidden, the event details tab. And if it is any other than that arts, then it is visible. Okay, so this is how we work with the tabs. So there might be scenarios right now. As I mentioned, this is not like we don't have complete data, but in real time scenarios, what will happen based on some field values, they'll ask us to just hide the tabs. Okay, whenever the field value or something, then only just make this as a visible. Okay, so this is how we will work with the tabs hide. And then about the sections. So as I mentioned, so if you want to just directly make changes to these fields, you can just directly use these attributes only. Form context dot get attribute this and dot set visible false or true on these fields. But what if I just want to make entire section not visible? Or maybe in some scenarios, not some scenarios, here itself we have this one. Event name we have here also and here also. Okay, so that will not be a good example. Okay, maybe we'll go with the sections only for now. So here I'm having two sections, and based on some condition, I want to just show or hide one section or just disable one section so that nobody can change the values. For example, this created and modified an owner should not be modified by anyone. So what I will do, but based on some condition, if it is event type is some kind, then maybe those people can edit it. But if it is something, some other thing, then those people should not edit this additional information section. Okay, so for that one, how to do that? So first of all, how we will be getting the section. So this is also section, this is also section. Here I just hide this label of this section, that's all. So here we have two sections, and inside the section we have a fields. So here we only have one, but here we have two. So first I will get the section. Okay. Here only I'll just take another one. Where additional section equals to where my section is present inside this event details tab only, right? I should first get this one. Sorry, just a second. Okay, event details tab dot sections dot get, and the section name we should mention. This is the section. Okay, this you can find here as well. From the form properties also, here this is the section I'm just trying to just do modification. So here you can see the name. This is the logical name here, not the label, but the logical name we should use. Okay, I'm just using the add-on, so it is easy for me, and I'll be adding that here. Okay. Okay, now I have my section. Now what will I do? If event type equals to 3, set visible false. So now I'll be using another field name B. Let me just close this one. And status, I'll use status for now. Okay, I'll use this only. Let me use the schema name. Then it is status only. Okay, let me get that one where status equals to form context type get attribute of dot get selected option and with selected option dot text. And I will say here, if status equals to what was that? Registered on a registered, or I'll use cancel, so that I'll just disable it for the cancel scenario. Okay. Then additional section dot set display set disable. Hmm. Okay, this is the condition now. And let's use this again. Let me update quickly here. Right. Publish it. So I have already added on save of the event, so I'm not just doing anything here. Let me refresh this one and we'll see. Okay, it is corporate, so still event details is there. And now here what I'm saying, if now I can just change the owner here. But if I change this to cancelled, that disable show section disable is not available. So the section I guess. Just a second. Action won't get. I'm just trying to see the Microsoft documentation whether we have the set disable or not. Set focus, set label, this only we have. Another UI tabs. Tab offset, not the section. Set disable is not there. Sorry for that. Set visible I'll use instead. Okay, set visible false, I will say. Okay. So this is what I was trying to give you yesterday. So here in this Microsoft documentation, we will be having all the details. For example, yesterday we have seen about the attributes and controls. So what are all the things we can do inside the attributes? These are all functions we can use it using form context dot get attribute dot add on change, fire on change, get attribute type, get format. So these are all the things with the examples they'll be giving like what will be the parameters and the remarks, like for which reason we will be using it. So this is what I was trying to give you yesterday. And same with the controls. We have only tried very few, but you can try the other things, and please let me know if you have any doubts or while trying if you are facing any issue. Okay, now we are seeing the tabs and the sections. So here also we have multiple: get label, get name, get parent. So this way we have multiple. Okay, you can try all these things. Okay, I think it is published now. Let me refresh it. Event details. Cannot read properties of null, get selected option. Sorry. Tab selection to got selected. Sorry. Where was its status? Okay, now it will work. Let me try again. Okay, now try. Save it. And you can see section got hide. Okay, I have added my logic on save of the form. So I changed the status to cancelled and saved it, and the section is not available now. For the cancelled bookings, the additional information section should not be visible. This is the requirement. If I change the status to registered, oh, I have not added that part. In else part, we should add set visible true. Then only if we change that, if we change the status back to registered, then the additional information should be, section should be visible. Okay, we can do this way. Let it happen and we can discuss the next topic. Okay, so this is all about the event handlers that we have at the form level. Okay, you can try, like if Harish has provided any assignments, please do try them. Otherwise, using this Microsoft Learning document, please try all the things. Okay, maybe here they will be providing very nicely, like what should be the parameter and what is the type and what we should provide. If it is not clear here, just take one. For example, if you have started from here, from the attributes, and if you are trying something add on change here, whatever, okay, these things, add on change, fire and change, you can ignore for now, and the remaining thing you can try. These are the other functions, like directly it will work. So this is like another event inside, like now what we are doing on change, we are coming here on the form, and on change of the field, we are adding the event. So instead of just doing that way, what we can do by using this one, on node itself, we can trigger the on change event also. Inside the uh, logic itself, we can write this way: form context dot get attribute dot add on change. And inside this on change, what function should get triggered? This we can mention on load of the form function. Okay, this is maybe once you are done with all the basic things, then we can come to this one. I'll maybe you can try a few assignments. Maybe after a few days, maybe I'll come with the advanced topics as well. Okay, it's not that advanced, but once you are comfortable with the basic things, it will be easy for you. Okay, remaining things please try on. If you're not able to get what they are saying in this Microsoft documentation, you can just Google it, everything will be there. Okay, please do let me know in the next session, like if you are facing any issues also, I'm happy to just help you out. Okay, so yeah, this is enough for the, I think, add-on change, on tab change, and how to fetch the sections, everything. Okay, I hope it got published. Let me refresh it again. Okay, so next thing. We were talking about when we were saying the comparing with the business rule and the JavaScript. I said using the JavaScript, we can get the related data, right? So for that one only, here we will be using the API calls. So that is XR100 Web API. Using that one, we will be fetching the related record details. Okay, as I mentioned before going to that process, first let me explain how to debug the uh, form, like any event. For example, right now on loading, I might have multiple functions. So I want to look at the result, what is happening at each step. For example, here at 23 line, what was the output? At 24, what was the what is the output? So that way, if I want to check line wise, in some scenarios, like if you don't know it is failing, but for what reason it is failing, we might not know. So in that scenario, what we can do, we can just debug it so that we will know what is the error. Okay, so how we will be doing that? Using the debugger tools, developer tools. So here, if you just select this three vertical dots, here we'll be having more tools and developer tools. Otherwise, you can just click Control Shift I and the window will open. Okay, here you can see elements, console, sources, network. So right now we are concerned about these two only. Okay, these two will be coming later, like we were not required. While debugging it, these two are not required. Only console and sources are required. Okay, so what is sources here? So here, whatever the web resource that we have, uh, that will come here. Okay, but for now, what I should do, whatever is I have uploaded for this form, event booking form, that only I'll open it. So you to open it, here you have the command, right? To open the file, Control P. Just select Control P and you have to search for your file. What is our file name? Customer registration events. You can see, just select it. And now choose the choose the function which you want to debug. Okay, for example, I want to debug this one. So I'll be just adding the this debugger lines. Okay, for example, I have added here one. So while triggering this event, for example, while saving the form, this will get triggered. And as I have added debugger line, debugger point, it will come here and stop. So the line by line execution we can do and will see the output of each line. And that way we'll be knowing where is the error. For example, previously what I was doing, text function wise I was giving. This way I was giving, right? So this is failing, but at the UI level, I don't know what is happening. Okay, so to see that, maybe I can just go with the debugging. Whatever you change here, for example, here I made this change, something here like this I did, but this will not impact the source code that is present in the web resource. This will only here for this run only. It will not impact anything. So here you have added this braces, but when I was executing also, this will not take any effect. Okay, only the source code which is present in the web resource, that only will reflect here. Okay, whatever the changes you make here will not reflect in the source code. Okay, so Control Shift I and then search for your file and then search your function which you want to debug it and just add the debugger points. Okay, now what I'll do to trigger my function, I'll just save my form. And here you can see it came here and it's saying paused in debugger. And here we have two options. Maybe here step over next function, step into next function call. So these are the two things for this. I think F10, F10 also. F10, F11 also we can use it. So this is like, do I want to go to the next line or not? Okay, so this is for the next line. This is for if I'm having debugger point here or here and here, then if I select this one, then it will directly jump into the next call, next debugger point. Okay, so if you want to just have one debugger point and you want to do line by line, then just use this arrow. Okay. And here you can see the outputs as well, what it is getting. Here in the local also you are getting, and here also you are getting. Both you can see. Okay. Oh, where it is here. You can see status. What is it? Registered. And here also you can see status registered. Event type to event details tab. Okay, this one. Okay, it actually not went to this one because my status is registered, so it went to the else part. So additional section dot set visible true. And then it is checking for the event type. Here event type is 2 because it already ran here. The step is done. Event type is equals to came here. So that is the reason here I'm having the value. So then event type is not equals to 3. So it came here. This way line by line we can do it. Okay. So this way we can see where it is failing exactly. Okay, here you might not see like seem to be no like this is not that much useful, but when we go with the API calls, it will be very useful. Okay, remember this because we will know what kind of outputs we are getting until we are so used to it because we have like multiple options. For example, we are fetching one record or multiple records. If you are getting multiple records, how to fetch the results from it each individually. So that type of things will be visible here. So based on that, you can just include in your logic how to fetch those results. Okay, for that reason, it is very useful. And here also, maybe sometimes we might make some mistakes, maybe spelling mistakes, or here I have used a text function instead of just text. So that type of errors also we can see using this debugging. Any questions? I hope everybody is getting. Okay, then yeah. So this is about the debugging. Once we are into the web API calls, then I'll explain more like how to see the results and all. But for now, this is enough. Okay, now we can start with the web API calls. Okay, I'm just closing it. Now we will be talking about the web API. I'll just show you the Microsoft Learn documentation xrm.web API. Okay, model maps. Here you can see all the options that we have inside the XRM: create, delete, retrieve multiple, update, execute multiple. This we can discuss later, these all things. And online, offline also we can discuss later. Okay. For now, I'll just open create record. So what it means, instead of just directly creating the case, directly means creating the case manually from here, from the UI level, based on the some condition. If that condition matches, then I want to create a record of this event booking. Okay, in that case, to create the case from the code, I can use this one, xrm.webapi.create record. Okay, inside this, what are the parameters? What kind of record I want to create? That is logical name of the entity and the data. Data is nothing but here, while creating any record, I should have some field values. So without having any field values, I can create, right? For example, here event name is a mandatory field. So obviously, to create the event booking record, I should provide the event name for sure. Remaining things as I wish. Like if I want to provide the value, I can provide. Otherwise, I can ignore. Okay, so this is what, like while creating the record, what kind of fields or values you want to provide. That is the data here. Okay, first is the what is the entity record that you want to create and what is the data in it. And then if it is success, then if you want to do something, you can add the logic inside it. Otherwise, if it is an error, then what should it do? Okay, here they have explained very clearly. First, entity logical name of the table you want to create, and the data, a JSON object defining the columns and values for the new table record. Success callback, a function to call when a record is created, and error callback, function to call when the operation fails. Okay, And with the examples they have provided, you can just copy this one and try also. Okay, so here you can see the data they have provided. Here they took the account as an example, and inside the account, these are all the fields they are trying to provide while creating the account. Name created on hold and address one latitude, description, revenue. So these are the fields that they are providing for to create the account. Once it is a success, they are just creating the log. So this is nothing but console.log is nothing but we have seen, right, alert here. This alert will be visible on a UI level, means here you'll see the alert, but this console.log will be visible inside the debugger tool only. So while I have explained, right, sources and consoles are the only things we will use while debugging. So here, whatever the errors or the console logs, whatever you write, right, so that will come up here. Okay, that is about the console log. And you can see xrm.webaby.create record, and inside it account is the entity name and the data dot. Then if it is a success, I'm just throwing a log to the console that account created with ID. And here you can see the result. This is the I mean, once this is done, this operation is done, then I'm saying use this result that is coming from here. And you might already know like dot. Then so this xrm, sorry, I forgot to inform you. So this xrm.web API is a asynchronous functionality. Okay, once this is done, then get the result. Okay, that is what it means. We will see how to make it synchronous as well, but for now, just remember xrm.web API is a asynchronous call. Okay, now we'll see with our own entity or event booking. First, see what is the schema name of this event booking. Sorry, logical name. I'm just using all fields. Okay. LUIT event bookings. Okay, now go back here. I'll just add one more thing. Function on change on save values. The from context equals application context dot get from context. Okay, now what I'll do. First I'll go with the retrieve record, because uh, like from the initial day one we are talking about the retrieving the related entities details, right? So first I'll go with this one, then you'll get idea of remaining ones also. But for now I'll just go with the retrieve only, but in the later session maybe we can go with the create, delete, retrieve multiple and all. Okay, here what I want to get is the details about the Anna. Okay, so this is from the customer registration entity. So first I should get the detail, the logical name for this one. Okay, this is the logical name for my related entity. Registration 1 is sent. Okay. Okay, here I don't have many fields. Let me quickly add fields. This is the one that we are using. And let me add one more column. Customer registration, maybe registration ID. I'll go with the text. Save. Okay. Just yeah. And now I'll add these two fields there because we'll have some fields to fetch, right? So that is the reason I'm just adding them. Okay, save and publish. Okay, now come here. Okay, you can see registration ID and email address. So for Anna, I'll provide some values. Okay. Oh, sorry, I already have this one here. So here our function is on event booking entity, and I'm trying to fetch the customer registration entities record. So what I should do first, I'm I'm on a event booking here, and from there I want to get this value. So we have like two ways. First, I'll just go with the straightforward one, and then using another function also we can do it. That also I'll tell you. Okay, first, what is our syntax? XRM dot. Oh, ayyo. XRM dot API dot retrieve record. Retrieve record of entity logical name I should provide, and then for retrieve record, what is the syntax? First, we should mention what is the logical name, so that is common for all. And then next is the columns, like what is the data that we want to get a retrieve from this one. Okay, let me show you the syntax for this one. Retrieve record. Okay, here you can see uh, entity logical name and ID of the record that we want to fetch, and then options. Options is nothing but we can have a OData system query option to control what is written. We can have a query to let this function know which columns we want to fetch from this particular record. Okay, here you can see the example account, and they have provided the account ID, and this is the OData query that they are saying. Select and what we want to get the columns from the account, that is name and revenue. So that way we can mention in our code as well. So before that, I should get the ID of my lookup, right? So here, where, what was that? Customer registration, right? Registered customer equals to form context dot get attribute of logical name of that lookup field. We have already seen how to fetch that ID of the lookup. Yesterday we have seen it, right? Dot get value in a where registered customer ID equals to registered customer of 0 dot ID. Okay, now I have ID. That variable I'll just provide here. I'll pass here. Registered customer ID. And then what is the next? The auditor query uh to add the columns, like which columns I want to fetch. So this way, first will be the question mark. So most of the times, like if you are not directly getting the code from that documentation, if you are writing on our own, there is a plenty of chances that we will be missing this question mark and it will not return anything. Okay, I missed so many times. So with the experience, I'm saying. So this is the first thing we have to remember for any query. So we should provide the question mark, and then dollar symbol. Select what we want to select. That we have to mention, like what columns you want to fetch it. Select all of them. We should provide a logical names only, not the display names. Okay, I'm here and I want to fetch the email address and registration ID. Attendee name I can get directly here only. You can see customer registration dot instead of ID, I can get the name, then Anna will be there. But I don't want the direct value, but I just want inside the record what is the values, registration and ID and email address. I'll just get the logical names of these two and provide there. Okay, comma. What is the other? LUIT email address. This. Okay. Dot. Then once this operation is done, then what should happen? I'm saying I'll get the result, and with that what I should do. So here you can see the syntax. They'll be going with this one. Function, if it is success, function success, result. Error, function error. So this is old way of using it. So instead of this, we can use the modern way, like using the arrow functions. Okay, so that is what I have used here. So maybe more, I mean, it will also work maybe, but in some projects there will be a chance that this will not work because of their options in the like repository level. So just know the latest one as well instead of just going with the old one, and that will reduce the number of code lines as well. Okay, this is how we will be using. Instead of just having function success, we can just mention this way result and then arrow, and inside the function what it should do. This is the arrow function. Okay, result and then arrow, open and curly braces for the function. And what should happen once I have the value result? Then what I'm saying, alert email address of registered customer. Registered customer. Okay, here what I'm saying, result dot email address. But now I don't know how the email address will be coming, whether it will be this, I should provide this LUIT email or normal email display name I should provide, that I don't know. So what I'm doing, first I'll be using this logical name. Okay. So at first I'm thinking this is how I'll be getting inside the result. I'll be having this LUIT email address. So this is how I'll get the value. So let's suppose say this right now I'm just adding this way. If it is throwing any error, we can debug it and we can see the result, and from there we can know how to fetch the value of the email address also. Okay. So this is my success. So if it is a success, do this one. If it is a failure, for now I'm just not adding anything, but we can add that as well. Okay. So for now, I'll just go with this one. On save is another function. First, I'll just update this. Please let me know if you are not getting so that I can explain again. Okay. My xrm.wp function is here. Okay, I'm publishing it. And at the form level, I should add my function for onSave. I have added another function. So that is the reason onSave event handler, I should add my second function as well. Okay, onSave, add, and onSave, pass execution context parameter. Okay, now go back to this. Okay, let me just change it, save it. Nothing is happening as expected. We try again. So before that, instead of just trying to refresh for multiple times, try to see whether your source code got updated or not. Okay, go to the sources and then Control P, customer registration events, and see for your function. Oh, it's there. And now I'll add this and I'll just save it. It's getting triggered. Now I'll go into this. You can see the customer ID, the registered customer. And now I'll show you. So while debugging, I said while yesterday we were checking for the lookup, I said how I'm getting the value, I'll show you while debugging, right? So this is the registered customer is my lookup variable. I mean, this value I'm storing in the registered customer, and that is storing this way because it's an array, entity type, and ID and name. And yesterday what we have tried, registered customer of 0, because this is length is 1 only, because we are just fetching the one lookup record value only. So registered customer of 0 dot entity type dot ID and dot name. This is what we have tried. Okay. Yesterday it's theory, but when you see the result, you will know like what is happening. And then move to the next. And here you can see what is happening. I'm at 47 line number and it came to 50. It didn't even went to the 48. Okay, I'll tell you why. and it came out, and I'm saying this again, nothing happening. I'll check the console. It is saying, see here, it is showing nothing, and on the UI level also it's showing nothing error. So I don't know why my function is not working when there is no error. Then here I can see the error I've got in promise. So you can just expand this one. It's saying entity LUIT customer registration 1S cannot be found. That is the issue here. Let me go back here. And it's okay. I don't think this also will work. Let's see. Because with the same name we have two, that is the reason it provided one. We should provide the plural name, but as one is there, it's not working. But let's see what will happen. Okay, now right, save it. Email address of registered customer anna@example.com. Okay, here we should provide the just the logical name, not the plural name. So it worked. So what we are doing after we are getting the result, then we are just showing the result in a alert. And now let me show you how the result will look like. Okay, it got set. And why I set asynchronous XRM.web API is an asynchronous, I'll show you now. Okay. Control P, customer registration events. And now I have added this one. Trying to save it. And here we are. Now let me add the debugger points. Now registered customer ID and web API from 4070 it went to 50. Directly it didn't went to 48. Okay, because it is not waiting for this action to complete. Whatever the retrieve operation is happening here, the current control, whatever is there, that is not actually waiting for this one, but it is coming out of it. Okay, and after some time, once everything is done, it will go back again into the uh, inside success. Once it is success, then only it will go inside, right? So the success is happening after some time. It's not actually waiting for this to happen. Okay, that is what asynchronous, right? It will not wait the operation to complete, but it will try to complete the other things first and then come to the asynchronous and will try to complete that operation. Okay, and here you can see the result. Here my result, I'm storing a result variable, dot then result. And here you can see the result. From here also you can just see the result also by hover on that result variable. Otherwise, from here in the scope inside the local, just expand result. Here you can see what are all the things we have and how to get them. LUIT registration ID we are getting, email address, and customer registration ID or data. These all we are getting. And while fetching it, what I have used, result dot LUIT email address. Okay, this is how we'll get to know result.luit email address or result.luit registration ID. If you are using a multiple values, retrieve multiple, no, that it will be different. That we can see in the later sessions. But for now, just know this much. And as I mentioned, this is asynchronous. And right now we are just having alert only. So there is no issue with having this as an asynchronous. But when we need the output of this operation right away, then we have to convert this as a synchronous. That we can see later. First, we will just go with the go through all the operations, and then we can go with that topic, like how to change from asynchronous to synchronous, so that the control will just stop here and wait for my operation to complete, and that uses that result to in the next steps that we can check later on. Okay, just go through this Microsoft documentation also, whatever we have. So today we have discussed about the retrieve record. So whatever the examples that we have here, just go through them and try on your own. So it will be very helpful. Okay. Yeah, let me complete this one. Okay, email address of registered customer and other example doctor. So this is how we will be retrieving the related records details. We are on event booking only, but we able to get the value of this one. So once we have the value, if we want to do anything on this event booking, then we can do it. It's just that we have this result here, right? Result.luit email address. Instead of just having here, I can just store it in some variable and I can use it. Where email equals to result dot email address. LUIT, sorry. LUIT email address. Okay, and then I can use this email value to do something on this event booking form. Okay, I hope I'm clear. Any questions still now? Okay, everybody silent means I think everybody is getting what I'm explaining here. So, we are already, I mean, at 9:30. We only discussed about the retrieve record functionality in the XRM.web API. The remaining things, whatever the other things we have in that, like create, retrieve multiple, or delete, and execute, all of them we can check in the later sessions. If possible, I'll take tomorrow session as well. Otherwise, maybe on Friday only. We'll take the another session on Friday. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. Please let me know if anybody is having any questions. Or let me know if I missed any topic in between. Hello. Is everybody with me?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. So if no questions, then we can just wind up the call. Thank you everyone. Please try, and if you have any questions, please ask me in the next sessions. Okay.
Jyoti, if you spare another 2 minutes, can you please try to provide the access
Okay,
to me?
okay, let me see. If I can, I'll be.
Yeah, please share your screen and let me know.
Yeah,
I will verify right away. That's fine.
okay. Mm. Others, if you want to leave, you can just leave the session. First, let me stop the recording. Fine. Srinivas, right?
Yes, Jyoti.
It's here already, Srinivas Patani.
Yeah, can you please try to access that one? It's added, but I don't get the sales module and this one access. That's why.
I
Can you
think
please check?
nobody will be able to, have the access to that one because that trial got expired or something. Harish mentioned, I'm not sure. Please
Yeah,
check with him, but I'll check your security roles also. Let me.
yeah, please.
Hmm, LAD dev only have opened here. These are different, I guess. Now you'll be able to see the Intuitive app, but the sales and service modules are not available as far as I remember. Like Harish told me that. Check with Harish once why we don't have those apps.
Yeah, sure, Jyoti.
Yeah.
I think other can able to access that sales and module.
Can anybody confirm? I'm not able to access them. Like, and whatever the apps that I can see, all of them are custom ones only,
Yeah,
except
for me
these
also it's
ones.
showing only three
Huh.
apps. That's why.
7 here with the additional like Power Platform environment and Power Process Management. Rizwan or Nikhil, can anybody like, I don't know who are all there in the call. Let me see. Can anybody confirm? Oh, Rizwan is only available now.
Yes,
Rizwan, are you able to access the sales and customer service modules, apps,
sales and
customer
customer.
service workspace?
Yes, okay.
Okay.
No, Jyoti.
No, right? Yeah.
Uh,
Yes, Srinivas. Maybe please check with Harish once. If possible, try to create a trial instance for yourself. That is also okay. But please do check with him once. Okay, even
Yeah,
I'll let you know.
sure, Jyoti. Thank you very
Okay.
much for
Yeah.
your help.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jyoti,
Yeah, Rizwan.
uh, can we get the extension?
Sure, sure. Please share your screen. It's just directly you can just Google it. Level up for Dynamics 365 and you'll see one extension. You just have to add it to your Chrome.
Okay.
If you want it, just you can share your screen. We can just go through it.
Screen is visible.
Yes. Level up for Dynamics 365. Level up, level up,
Developer.
level up. Level up, no space. Huh. The below you can see in the suggestions. Level up for Dynamics 365. Okay, you can type. Level up for Dynamics 365.
This one.
Huh. Yes. The second one is also fine.
Second one. This one.
Yes. And scroll down. Are you using it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Select that one then. You already have
one.
it. It's saying remove means you already have it. Can you go to the extensions once in your browser? Right to the search bar. There is one star icon, right? Left to the downloads. Left. That. That
This removed, I think.
you have removed. I think you already opened one extension tab. Extension. Just open it. Yeah, develop for Dynamics 365. It's there.
Okay, I will try.
Rizwan, after that,
No.
try to access that sales also.
Huh.
What you are getting the error?
No, before that, just go back to the elevated dive app. I'll show you how to use this one. Now, just select that extension icon. Yeah.
Just
And pin it. Now you'll be able to see that.
I just see this type of.
Okay. Maybe it is different, but you can see the similar one. Logical. First one is logical. Form actions, navigation. This way you have. Oh, I think for
Image.
Edge, the UI is little different. That's all. For the first time, it will not work. Just close it and refresh it, and then. Oh, nice. For Edge, it is having nice. Whatever I was using, that is for Chrome, so that is having little different UI. Yeah. Just go through all of these. Try what is happening if you are selecting the one, what is happening. Okay.
Okay.
Srinivas was saying something. Yeah, Srinivas, continue.
Yeah, I think Rizwan can able to access, and now I see that modern dev app is going to access it. That's why. For
You,
both, it's sandbox solution only for me and Rizwan.
everybody is part of that only. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, that is the only because it's what I have provided is zero CRM 5. What I see from your end is CRM 8. That's why I got
For
confused.
me, I think I might have extra privileges because I think Harish made me a global admin, so that was the reason I was able to add you in the Entra as well. But here you only have system admin. That might be the reason, but it couldn't be. Uh, Rizwan, can you see how many apps you are seeing? And Srinivas, can you share your screen and show me how many
Yeah,
apps you are seeing?
yeah, I'm sharing my screen so that if
Okay.
you help in this, let me know once you can able to see my screen.
I can see it. Huh, 12 you are seeing. And those are different because you are in different instance.
Yeah,
Rizwan
that is
practice CRM 8.
yeah, that is the reason only. See, you
I
can
think in every instance we can have different apps, right? So based on the, like, if somebody is creating apps in this one, so all those apps you can see because you are the admin. If you can access another instance as well.
yeah, can you please give me that URL so that I can able to
Uh,
add it?
I think you can create one for you. Let me check. Rizwan, have you created all these apps or what?
Which one?
Can you see Srinivas' screen? He was showing the apps.
Sorry, I haven't.
Yeah, can I use this one, Dave one? This environment?
Srinivas practice also you can use, but you have to create your own model driven app there. If you are using this one, you can just access whatever the apps present in this instance. But if you are using Srinivas practice, then you have to create your own apps.
Yeah, that's fine, but where is the sales hub?
That is what I'm saying. In this, we don't have. That only should check with Harish.
Rizwan, you are also you can able to access it.
Just
Srinivas, whatever you are seeing, it's Rizwan practice only, practice environment only. So whatever he is able to see, that only you will be able to see. The sales or the customer service apps are not present there also.
environment also, I just practice one.
One only you are saying because I now I have given the Srinivas admin because that is the reason he was able to see another instance as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I try to access also, it is showing only developer edition is not coming.
Mm.
Trial edition also it's not accepting. Only sandbox only it's accepting. That's the reason.
Please do check with the Harish
Yeah,
once.
sure,
Yep.
sure, definitely. Jyoti,
Yep.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Yep.
Yeah,
you.
Bye.
bye, bye, bye.
Bye.